Number one tip DeMar gave you about playing your position?
Really just consistency. Be the same person day in, day out, whether it's meetings on the field, team dinners, whatever it may be. Just be consistent with who I am.
You've played several different positions for this defense, moving a corner in this, but now you're in at safety. What's the biggest strides that you think you've taken as a player? What are the things you're still working on?
I have a lot of things to work on, but I think the biggest stride is just maybe my communication. Just making sure me and my teammates are on the same page. Just making sure that we're all beating the same drum. Just keeping things going in the same direction. I think that's something that I have made a big point to kind of emphasize this year for myself and for my teammates to continue doing that.
How do you attain that consistency that's so important? What do you have to do to be consistent?
Practice. It takes nothing but practice. I have to do it, like I said, here, out in the field, and just preach. Keep the standard the standard. I know you see the standards are going around the facility, and that's what we do.
What's the relationship like with Brandon Hill as a pair of starting safeties?
It's great. We talk all the time. We hang out outside the field. Me, him, Judson, Battle, PJ O'Brien. We're all really good friends.
Erick, what is this opportunity for you guys on Saturday to play at an SEC school, second game of the year?
It's another game. Really, that's the way we're approaching it. It's the next person on the schedule, so it's the biggest game. And that's the way we see it.
What have been their tempo? I know you probably studied a lot of Central Florida and what you've done in the past, but how difficult, what's the key to making sure that you stay up with what they're doing?
I would say just practice thing that they say on tape, and like I said, just continue to emphasize the little things, details, getting lined up, communication, as I said before, and just staying consistent in what we do, flying to the ball.
Have you guys has scout team been mimicking that pace in practice?
I'm not so sure if they do that, but we're just practicing the stuff we see on film and taking it from there.
You say it's just another game, but there's a difference perception-wise between playing the team you played the first week and these guys, right? And if you guys play well here, that might catch more attention than what you did last Saturday. That is Trey talked before the season started about people remember you for a championship level season and not for going 7-5 or 8-4. This is one of those perception games for you guys, do you think?
No. Like I said before, us winning last week, that makes us 1-0. Us winning this week would make us 2-0. If we lost this week, it'd be 1-1. So no matter who we play, no matter where it's at, it's the biggest game because it's next up. So at the end of the day, whoever's on the schedule next, that's who we're looking most forward to play.
Erick, in working with the secondary, Randy Bates was talking about how there was definitely things you guys did clean against UMass. Didn't get torched too much because you guys were able to establish that. But what were some of the things that you noticed, or like you guys have talked about, like, hey, we can't afford to let this happen against our opponents moving forward?
I would say again, just staying on the same page, just continuing to work on that communication, creating relationships with the other DBs and the linebackers as well, so we could all just beat by the same drum.
Have you had much contact with DeMar since you guys have both been in training camp?
A little bit. He's busy in the NFL now, so he has a whole lot of things to worry about.
And you're busy too, right?
Yeah.
How does the role of the free safety, I guess, feels like in these games against UCF, it's been really important, and what DeMar was able to do against them the last time they played. How exactly are they putting pressure on you in your position with their scheme?
I wouldn't necessarily say they're putting pressure on me personally. I guess with their scheme, they're just putting pressure on our conditioning. And being at field safety as a position that has to run along with the boundary safety and the corners, I would just really think they're putting our conditioning to the test. And that's something we're going to have to step up to the plate to answer.
What are your impressions of Bill Pitt, their quarterback?
I think he's a great quarterback. He's big, he's strong, has a phenomenal arm, and I'm really looking forward to playing him.
How'd you rate your turnover dunk?
Well, you see, yeah, I did, but see, my 2 last year got blocked, so I'd probably like a 6 out of 10. I need to put some juice on it.
Who blocked?
Yeah, they got blocked last year.
But blocked by who?
Oh, one was I think Pat Jones, and the other was Bengali Kamara.
Me and let you just go up and do it. They put the defense on you.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, dang. Is that because you were like one of the younger guys last year, or that they did it to everybody?
No, I'm pretty sure it's accidental, but
Just walked it away.
I had to make sure I made this one end this time.
Okay.
Make sure it was a statement as the first one of the year.
Eric, you mentioned your conditioning. What do athletes do these days to stay in tip-top condition all throughout the season? What kind of thing you do this summer to make sure you're in condition?
With Coach Stack and the Ironworks, I think we did a whole lot of sprints, hydrating, just a lot of little things to just consistently working, and doing those things to make sure we stay in tip-top shape.